even recording.
She wasn't even recording.
Get out of there. Hey y'all, welcome back to my modern homestead. So Alyssa and I were heading to Columbus. We were this close to being there. And then I get a message from my husband because he and my son had been in the woods camping and deer hunting. And he said, oh, we've got to go meet the builder at 11:30. So you need to be ready to go by the time I get home. I was nowhere near home. So we're turned around. We're going to meet the builder. So just join along with us. Oh, I forgot to tell you, my name's Janet and Alyssa's behind the camera. And if you're new here, welcome. It's always an adventure, no matter what we're doing. So even though things still feel kind of up in the air, we are starting to narrow down choices. We are talking to 2 different builders about building on the 2 different pieces of property, getting prices for that. But we have also located another home that you will also see in this video, and we're trying to see what it would cost to renovate it. So when Alyssa and I got back from Columbus, we and the guys, we all headed over to this one piece of property to look at it again and talk with the builder to see what he thought about building the house that we drew out, and hopefully he can give us an estimate on what he thinks it might cost to build it. Of course, we won't know till we actually do because little things always crop up, but we just want to get a good idea of what we're looking at. And we'll just make a choice and make the best decision we can. When we got through here, the guys headed back to the deer camp, and Alyssa and I headed back home to wait until the next day to go to Columbus. All right, let's try this again. We had to come to the deer camp to get the Sam's card because we're going to try this Columbus trip again, and we've got some shopping to do. And then tonight when we get back, well, it won't be tonight, but this afternoon, we're going to come back down to the deer camp and cook out with the guys this evening. So let's go shopping before that. One thing Alyssa and I wanted to do on our shopping trip was try out a new restaurant. We've seen Fazoli's, but we've never been in, so we went and tried it out. And I got this flatbread pizza, and it was really good. So that's our new goal. And then we headed over always to Barnes & Noble. Every time we go to Columbus, just about it, we're at Barnes & Noble. And I don't normally buy any books, but I did this time. Alyssa's always the one that gets the hardback books. I always use my Kindle. Then I forgot to record, but we did go to Bath & Body Works. I wanted to pick up hand sanitizers. Well, I ended up with a lot more. And then, of course, Alyssa's other favorite store is Marshall's. So we spent a long time in Marshall's. And we actually weren't able to get to all of our stores because I needed to go to Sam's. But we had to head back home to get ready to go to the deer camp. This is always my favorite part, is looking at all the wooden stuff for the kitchen, and they had so much Christmas stuff out, it was kind of exciting. kind of starting to feel a little bit like Christmas. I don't know where we'll be, but we're still going to enjoy the season. But the other thing I always enjoy are the towels. I love nice dish towels, especially for my videos and my blog. I'm always using them. So my eyes are always peeled for the cute towels. We finally looked at the time and realized how late it was. And I didn't get to make my last stop, but we got everything loaded up and we headed on home. In just a second, I'll show you what we got. Okay, we just got home from our big shopping trip in Columbus, and Alyssa requested a haul. So let's go over what we did. Let's start with all of our Marshall stuff here. We've got a few Christmas presents. I'm not going to say what's for whom or whom's for what and whatever. But we have some. I actually got this because my lips were hurting in the store. So I got this to put on right away. That's for me. And then I needed a new purse. And I had a $40 purse in my cart. Then I found this one and it was much cheaper and will serve my needs. So I just went ahead and got it. And look, y'all, it's the Skinnies. It's the Skinny syrups. I can actually have those in my coffee or hot chocolate. And then Alyssa got this shirt. She's gonna order a black corset type thing to wear over it. And then these little ear cuffs, and that actually came from Bath & Body Works. So I think that's all of our Marshalls haul. And we also went to Bath & Body Works. This is like once a year, maybe twice a year we go. But I went in mainly because I needed hand sanitizers. But they were doing a sale like Bath & Body Works always does. They're doing 3 for $3 on their Body Works. You buy 3, you get 3 free. So most of this is Alyssa's. I did get 2 things, but she got the other stuff. And it all smells really good. She's been wearing that not into the stars. That actually smells really good. But this one, y'all, it smells good too. And this candle, this is the hot cocoa and cream. I smelled the big one. Oh my goodness, it smelled so good. And then that is the bright Christmas morning that actually goes with that lotion. And then she had to get Fazoli's in here. Excuse all of our packing stuff back there. You saw in the video where we went to Fazoli's, we had to go back and get her cheesecake. And then you saw part of the Barnes & Noble. Alyssa and I were talking about these books. I was telling her how I had to read them in school. And I just happened right across them in the store. And they're really nice books. So I went ahead and got these. And then I found these books while I was waiting on her to pick out stuff. And this one was actually based on a true story, as you can see, from World War II. So I'm excited to read that for myself. I got those 3 books to read. And then, oh my stars, this is her, all her. So there we go. We had so much fun. Uh-oh. I was going to turn around to Alyssa, but I won't. Okay, so anyway, let's get ready, and we've got to go to the deer camp to cook with the guys. See you in a few. On our way to the deer camp, we came across this cotton field. I'd actually seen it in the morning on our way to Columbus, so we decided to stop and snap a few pictures for Alyssa's senior pictures.
Ew, it's got the bugs.
Oh, on to camp we go. When we got here, the guys were still hunting in the woods. But look, my husband, already had our potatoes all ready to go and the steaks were actually marinating in the cooler. So I just thought that was sweet. Alyssa and I just hung out. We tried to hang out in the camper, but my phone was going dead. So we actually got in the car so I could charge it. No, I didn't get any footage till they got back. It was Bill lighting the campfire and the grill. And that night was a special night. We decided to have steak and potatoes.
Probably. I wish I'd have told you to bring me my scraper for the grill.
Oh, you did fingernails. And the phone decided to go completely dead, so Alyssa just snapped some shots for us of Bill cooking our dinner. We ate, and then we sat around the fire and talked and just enjoyed each other's company and talked about going to visit the next house. This is our last option, so hopefully this will be our last option. Okay, y'all, so we thought we were settled on a place, but as you can tell, we are not. So what do you think? Could this be the new home of our modern homestead? Look at this kitchen, guys. It needs work, but it is amazing. This could be our new home. This could be the new modern homestead home, I should say. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to tell from this short video, but this house needs a ton of work done to it. So the good thing is we've got it narrowed down to this house or the house we're going to build and just deciding between those two properties. So depending on what different contractors say, that will determine where we end up. And hopefully one of those two options will actually work out and we're done looking. So we're kind of getting excited. We've got to hurry up and narrow down our choices because we only have about 2 weeks to make a decision and get out of the house we're in now. This is just us looking at the property that comes with the home. They couldn't get the gate open, but we just rode back in there. There's a little pond. That's a look at the outside of the house. And we're actually talking to 2 different contractors on remodeling that house. And the outside of that house would look totally different. I'll show you, if we get this house, I'll show you more detail later. So, of course, we had to come right in the middle of Hurricane Nicole, Tropical Storm Nicole by the time it reached where we are in Georgia. But we want to talk about rain and wind. Oh my goodness, look at the clouds. It was mild while we were there, but later on in the afternoon and evening, that wind really picked up. So the next day, we actually went and talked to the builder about the house. Gave them the actual house plans we drew out to let them figure that part out. And then we came back to this house to talk to the contractors about fixing it up. And we will actually go back today and talk to another contractor to get another bid. So it's exciting times, you guys. We're about to get down to the nitty-gritty and make our final decision. So I hope you stick around because I'm ready to get back to some cooking and canning and let you know what we end up doing. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I always love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being patient with us and sticking with me and going through this exciting time. So until we meet again, may you be blessed.